when we go in to go try to get capital, we're not getting approved for much of anything because there's a disconnect. So there are people that don't look like us that get access to capital. And when they get access to capital, they're able to go get a storefront. And then when they're able to get a storefront, they're able to go they're able to get vendor credit. They're able to get vendor, this isn't a one size fits all for them. They're able to get more access to capital.
Score? What's the average credit score between Black applicants and those other applicants? So this is the problem that I have with this conversation is it becomes very hypothetical very quickly.
You assume that Black people don't have high credit scores, and that's not right.
No, I'm asking what is the average one, because it's like if we're just going to say they went in and they're worse candidates and they have lower credit scores.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
But that's the narrative that you're pushing out is like
no, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. So it's because of us. Again, it's not because of us. It's because of a system. It's systematically done. It's not because we're not trying.
So on a large scale, are you saying that there are qualified Black people on a large scale and that they are systematically denied loans to the point to where they have the capital, they have the credit, they have the correct DTI, all of that, that they're just, there's this untapped market. How many out of all of the percentages, I guess, of Black people,
that's white supremacy that you keep trying to ignore. That's the white supremacy.
I'm not ignoring it. I'm just saying I'm not ignoring it. What I'm saying is that oftentimes the main factors get swept under the rug as to why people are getting denied. And if you just say racism, like that should be the last thing you want it to be, because if what you're saying is true and that it's just racism and that this person could be a billionaire and they couldn't go in there and get that loan, then that means that why teach the children anything, right? Why teach your children anything? Why have hope? Why do anything? Because it's 100% that you're going to go into this bank and get denied. So why work on your credit score? Why
the same reason I tell people it's raining outside. I tell people it's raining outside so they can go get a coat. So they don't walk outside with a t-shirt and shorts acting like, so they're properly prepared. What I tell people isn't that they can't, it's to properly equip them with the right tools to be able to come out. That's the goal. The goal isn't to say what can't happen. That's dramatic. It's not one side or the other side. There's a whole bunch of gray that we don't talk about, and we act like it's one side or the other. No, there's a whole bunch of gray and all this.
But that's what you're doing.
That's just what I'm doing.
You're saying that you're saying that in large, systematically, I don't know. Let's use percentages. Are you like 90%? Do you think that 90% of the Black people that go in to get a loan to start a business are 100% qualified to get that loan?
I don't know. I'm not in there. So what I don't do is I don't go out there because I don't know. What I do know is that per the SBA, the Small Business Association, there's 2% of Black-owned companies in America. 2% per the SBA, the Small Business Association. So that's not a Sean thing. That's the Small Business Association, the American government. So that's
from you, I want to know.
Yes.
From you, I want to know what percentage of Black-owned business or would-be Black-owned businesses do you think are 100% qualified to get the loan and are denied because they're Black?
60%, 65%.
Where are you getting those numbers from?
My lived experience.
But your lived experience is very limited, and
because I'm giving you SBA, and you don't want to. You're saying me. So what I'm saying is that my lived experience, the people, my network, the people that go into places that have higher credit scores than their white counterparts, and they're not given opportunity. So when they're not given opportunity, when they're fully qualified, my brain has to go, well, why is that? Why aren't they? And I don't have an answer.
What are the answers? But so what you're saying is like you think 65% of Black
what I know to be true from working with a bank and working with a mortgage company is that there's underwriters. There's people behind the scenes that make decisions that are not to do with a credit score. Because we used to do it at Green Box Loans. We used to do it where we didn't care about credit score. We didn't care about foreclosure. We didn't care about, we can get somebody in a loan if we wanted them in a loan. And why would we want them in a loan if they were a W-2 employee with a paycheck and they got paid every week, bi-weekly, or every month? That was consistent income. If somebody was a self-employed, if somebody had a higher credit score but they didn't have a job and they were self-employed, we didn't approve them. The guy that earned $2 million per year, he didn't get approved. The guy that worked at Burger King that made $8 an hour, he got approved. And I'm like, well, why is that? And my boss back then, my mentor now, but he said, that's how the game goes. And I didn't understand because I was new to it. What do you mean how the game goes? But now that I've been in it for a lot of years, I'm like, I get it. That's how the game goes. America wants you to be in their box. If you're in their box, they'll mess with you. But there's still somebody, I keep saying the underwriter, there's still somebody behind the scenes that's going to yay or nay it. And that's a person, not a computer. It's not a credit score. It's a person. And they got your credit file. They know all about your banking. They know all about your income, your job, so on and so forth. And too many times, the people that are making these choices don't look like us. And because they don't look like us, when we come in, when we're coming in and they don't look like us, and they're the ones making it, the choices. We come up on the other side of the perspective, and we're not getting the okay. That's why we need more mortgage brokers that are Black, more realtors, more title companies. We need more adjusters. We need more Black people that look like us, that have the same mindset, that won't walk into a place and give a lower appraisal because we're Black, because they understand the value of that property as such. That's an American thing. That's not that we can't fight that. That's systematic.
But I'm asking for because the way you're saying it is like very confident, like Black, that you threw out 65%, and you're saying it, but then you're saying your lived experience. But we're talking about holistically. You're saying 65%, that's the number you're sticking with. And I'm just saying, where are you getting that from? Because earlier you were talking about, well, Black people, they go into these establishments, and those people, the Korean people, they treat them like they see on TV, not based on reality. And it seems like you're doing the same thing when it comes to opportunity and financing, where these aren't numbers that you've